What's up, guys? I'm doing a deck profile on my back-to-back first place local winning Magician Majespecter deck, and this is mainly just for Richard Mann. I don't really do deck profiles, but I'm bored. I got a tripod, so here's the deck. So we play our standard 3 Pit, 3 Oath Dragon, 1 Dragon Pulse, and the 1 Wisdom Eye. For this list of my deck, I think it's very underwhelming playing Magicians. It's just a more consistent way to get high and very low, very high and very low scales, and you'll see why it's really good. And I do play the 1 Scroll Crobat Joker. I play 3 Odd Eyes, so it's not terrible, but it's not great at all. It's good level 4 though, so that's why I play it. I have my 3 Bombokus and 3 Kirins. Honestly, is like the tits, dude. Like, they can't be destroyed by card effect or targeted, so it's like their effects usually go through, and like Kirin's just really good, and Bomboku searches Kirin, so why not? I actually played through 2 Yosenjus today, and like they have like a hard time getting over Kirin. You just bring it out. Like, for some reason, it's just really good. You keep poking at it for like 2K, and 2K is actually nothing to be like laugh about, So that's what I play that. 2 Avians. Avian's actually really good in my opinion. I do have to note that I did not play any Cosmo. I feel like that matchup is pretty tough, but Avian, if I were to play it, I think this would be like an MVP. I played against like an extra deck Monarch today, and like bringing this with Kirin out, it's like it's game. They have to go through like two things, and like it's just hard for them to get over. The 3 abductors, these are really good. They allow you to search for pretty much Bomboku is what I search for usually, and then I'll summon them Bomboku, and then I'll search the Kirin, and there you go. You get your Majespecters going on. Okay. Now I have 3 different Odd Eyes. I only play this because I like playing rank 7, which are pretty good. Other than that, it's okay beater. 25 is not really that great. This is just a high scale. I never use its effect, and this is a low scale. Never use its effect. In fact, I probably rarely search this guy, but they're all searchable by Skyris, and that's why I play it. Finally, the 2 Eccentrics, because they're versatile in terms of like you could summon it, pop a monster, or you could scale it, pop a back row, and like this is really strong because it's also a semi-high scale. You can't pendulum summon your rank 7s, but you could, your level 7s, but you can pendulum summon Kirin. And like I said, Kirin's like just really good. So that sums up the monster. I don't remember how much it is, so I'm not even gonna count. And then I play the 3 Pendulum Call, 3 Terraforming, 2 Iris. 3 Pendulum Call is really good because then you could search for Magicians. It's nothing really to explain. It's really good. I want the 3 Terraforming, 2 Iris because I want to try to trigger or stack as many counters on my Abductor as possible. And by playing 3 Terraforming and 2 Irises, you're going to see Terraforming more. And then if you see it more, you're adding more counters. Plus 3 Skyris and 2 Terraforming is kind of dumb because, like, honestly, this is kind of dead if you're playing 3 of them. Like, your opponent's not really going to get rid of it as much, I play 2 MST. I felt like, it's a local, I'm probably going to lose to, like, Floodgates maybe. So I just wanted to main deck it. 2 Summer's Art. It's only to search for the Dragon Pit. It's not really that great either. Stacks counters on your Abductor. That's pretty much it. The 1 Reload. I actually I drew double art, and then I double searched, and then I had like four pendulums, and I played reload, and it drew me 5 cards. So it was like I thinned my deck out by 3, essentially, which is pretty good. And the one I was upstart, the Odd Eyes Fusion. I sadly did not resolve this today. It's a really good card, but and it's it's searchable by the iris, which is good for that. Other than that, my main deck was mainly consisted of like just going AV and Kieran and just like playing around with this. And now we go to our extra deck, in which I think it's pretty important. Got that Onodera, best girl. Extra deck first. So you play, these are the ones I actually went into today. For XYZs. Beyond, you make all your opponent's monsters 0, and then you swing for 3,000, which is really good. In combo with Trapeze Magician, it's like OTK. You just make this tech twice, and if they have like 2 or less monsters this game, because you make them both 0, and bam, bam, bam. That's like 85 damage. Strong. I wanted to do the same with Acid Golem, in which you trapeze Acid Golem on an empty board, and that's game as well. But it didn't come up. Totem Bird didn't make it. Castel didn't make it. Dweller didn't make it. The 3 Utopias, in which I wanted to make, just so I can like use it 2 times, but never made it. Flare Drag. This card actually gave me the game. I made a misplay on my last game. I had 9,000 worth of damage, but I was like, oh, whoops. And then I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just make this. And this was against Monarchs too. And Monarchs can only really get rid of this if they play at least 3 cards. And I put him at 15, so he could only play 2 cards without losing. This was just really strong. Other than that, I played all these. I made Vortex once today, but it was only because I was off the absolute. Other than that, everything else is just subpar. I only play these so I could send it off with the Odd Eyes Fusion. Other than that, everything else is meh. And now time for this deck. It's pretty mediocre in my opinion. I actually switched this between my main and extra between the 2 tournaments. It's not great holding legs. It returns all back row. It's alright. 2 Kaiju, the turtle. It's not great either. I didn't play any BA. I wish I did, because theoretically you can go Flying Sea, and then you could go Kieran it back, and then just keep on doing it. So then you have like an endless Flying Sea loop with Kieran, and Kieran's really hard for BA to get rid of. So I wish that came out, but I didn't play any BA. Maxi, I cited this, but never, got it off. In my 6 floodgates, I didn't play any Cosmo, like I said. I played a Infernoid deck. I cited this, but didn't see it, so it's whatever. But Majespecter, this was so good. What you always do is you always set up your Avians and Karens, and you basically play Protect the House with Protect the Castle with Master Shix. So it's like you play this and pretty much you don't lose because they can't out your restrict. Beating Monarchs that way is just really good. So that was my list, and it's not really good, but 1-2 local, so whatever. I don't care. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Peace out.